I'm Delta Work, and this is Very Delta. Ebony Lane's on the show today, and we talk about the Slauson Swap Meet, Oreos, and clipping bitches. But first, do you want to see me go off? Because I think you want to see me go off.
Oh.
Mom!
Are you a lady like me? Introspective, beautiful. Oh, are you intellectual like me? Beguiled by a bargain? You like wild times? Oh, like me? Are you serving the community like me? Well, if you are, then you must be very Delta. I'm Delta Work, and this is Very Delta, a luxury public access podcast and talk show where I look gorgeous, speak extemporaneously, and invite fascinating people to sit on the couch and get very Delta. Very Delta is for the woman who is always giving, even if you can't take it. But first, let's get into some things that are very Delta.
Go off, Delta!
Do you like medium sodas? I don't like medium sodas. I like large sodas. This is a large soda now at Jack in the Box. It looks like a medium soda, and it was a medium soda, but now it's a large soda. And we're supposed to just accept it. We are supposed to look past the fact that they got rid of a soda that is technically about 10 ounces bigger, but they're charging us the same price for this one. Now, not every location is doing that. But 2 of the 3 locations that I go to in my area are charging $3.39 for this beverage. And the first time I went through and they handed it to me, I thought it was a mistake. So I said to the guy in the window, "Oh, I actually ordered a large soda." And he said, "Oh, yeah, this is the large that they're giving out now." And I said, "Oh, did you run out of large cups?" "Yeah, I guess." And so that's how emphatic he was about the fact that that's the new large soda. And I accepted. I thought, whatever. They ran out of cups. He didn't know that he was supposed to tell me that they ran out of cups. They're just supposed to give it to you and you don't think about it. So I let it go. I was like, whatever. I pick and choose your battles, right? And then I went to another Jack in the Box a few days later and I got a large soda and it came in a large cup. The cup that I'm used to, the cruiser cup. You know, the cup that's like narrow at the bottom and then it gets a little bit wider and comes up like that. It was like 44 ounces. That was the thing. It was being billed as a 44 ounce soda. It was like a 20 ounce, a 32 ounce, a 44 ounce. And everyone did that across the board. And then you realize that the 32 ounce was really a 30 ounce and the 44 ounce was really a 40 ounce. And of course, the amount of ounces or whatever that's in there, the amount of soda or iced tea depends on how much ice you put in. So some people like a little bit of ice. I like a lot of ice. So the more ice, the less beverage. And that's fine with me because I'll have this and then maybe I'll have a bottle that I can pour to it and it'll last forever. This, on the other hand, this is a medium. This has always been a medium, at least for the past 25 years. But everyone has changed because I guess they want to figure out a way to save money. Here's what I don't understand. If you're going to just say, this is our largest, but it's not a large, then just say, we have a small and we have a medium. And they are the same prices that they've always been. We don't offer a large because we are losing money on the large. So we have a small, a medium, and that's it. But to take the large off the menu and then just to say, "Oh, here you go. Here's your large. Huh? Nothing to see here. Just fucking lying. Huh? Nothing to see here. What's that? Oh, no, that's a large. Uh-huh. That's the large. No, that's always been the large." That's not a large. But Jack in the Box isn't the only one playing this game. Carl's Jr. did the same thing. They got rid of their cruiser cup and they only have this now. And that's their large for somewhere between $3.39 and $3.99, depending upon location. McDonald's, we talked about this a long time ago. They got rid of their large drink because they decided that everybody was just too fat. And they were like, we don't even want to give you the option to have a large diet soda. You don't need a large diet soda. You don't need a large iced tea. You don't need any of that. You need to have the 30 ounce and we're calling it. No more options for you. But Jack in the Box is really, I didn't think we would get to this point with Jack in the Box. I thought Jack in the Box was always about it, you know? Why couldn't they just raise the price? Why couldn't they just say, we're keeping our big drink on the menu. Prices have gone up. Things are more expensive. Because I don't want a freebie. I'm not saying they should be giving us freebies. It's not about that. It's about the option. I want the cruiser cup. I don't want this cup that's going to get all gross later. I want the cruiser cup. I want 40 ounces or 44, whatever it holds. I want the option. So if $3.39 was too much, couldn't you say it's now $3.79? I don't think it's more than 30 cents difference, right? But to get rid of the option and charge the same price for this when this was the medium, do you think I don't know? This is a perfect size of beverage for someone. There's nothing wrong with this size of drink. That's plenty to drink. Some people won't even drink but that much. But some people are a hog of death like myself, and they want all of this and more. I want all of this and more. Bring me what I ask. Bring me what I pay for. Don't take away and say, here you go. Same price, totally different thing. And we're not supposed to know? We're not supposed to pay attention to that? I don't understand where this idea is that we're working with you to help lower prices. I'm not here to help you make more money. I'm here to get what it is that you are selling. Why get rid of that option? Is it, maybe I'm crazy, maybe nobody's buying large anymore. Maybe this is it. Maybe so many people dine in and they get free refills, they're not buying that size anymore. That could be a total thing. But there are people that go to the drive-thru and they're not coming in for a refill. They want that one and that one only. And sometimes they want no ice. And sometimes they want all the ice. And sometimes they want iced tea. And sometimes they want a Coke Zero, or they want a Diet Coke or a Diet Dr. Pepper, or whatever it is that from that freestyle machine. I want the option of having the same drink I always had. I want it to be the same size. And if I have to pay for it, that's fine. And we talk about Dollar Trees upping their, Dollar Tree has a $3 section now. Yeah, they do. For certain items, but they're not telling you, oh, here, it's a completely different item. Here's a can of Spam instead of this Pennzoil, and it's the same thing. Just give me the money. Nobody saw anything. We saw. We're watching you do it. We're watching you. I love your brand. I love what you have. I think it's great. But why lie? Why not just say, prices are up. Sorry about it. And I'll accept it. But to get rid of the option, that seems so sleight of hand. That seems so like, shh. That seems so like I'm looking out the window of the car going, did you, it's $3.74. You take it. And it's like, shh. Does it, what? Huh? No. I'm sorry, what? No, I didn't see anything. Large. That's what that feels like. Oh, it feels like such a betrayal. Where is my large soda? I need a large beverage. I didn't ask for a medium. How can you just take away and say, how can you just, yeah, that's what you ordered. Yeah. No, it looks like that to me. I don't know. Hi, can I get a large soda for $3.39? Hello? Where are the large cups? And why some locations? Are some more broke than the others? What's going on? I never understood. Well, that's a franchise, but then that's owned by the corporation. Oh, for God's sake, figure it out. I don't want to go to some participating locations only. No, they all need to participate. Everybody start participating. We need to participate. I'm tired of these places saying, well, that one's individually owned. Then don't go to that one because that one's full of shit. Every time you go to these ones, what's independently owned? So we don't really do that. We don't really have that on, not on the turkey at this location. On what then? The meatball? Tell me what do you have at this location? Tell me what you have at this location. I don't want to watch commercials for Subway and say participating locations only. So what? I just have to randomly find out that the third location 5 zip codes away is the one that doesn't have it. And that's the only one that's open at midnight. So I don't get to have part of the deal. I don't get to have a large beverage for my 2-hour ride home. Okay. Would you like a large, medium beverage? Would you like a large beverage? Med-large? Oh, what size is that, huh? Medium? Oh my God, is that a medium? Oh, that's a Marge. That's not a medium, that's a Marge. Whatever it is, it's $3.39. All the same. It's not all the same. You're lying. You are lying. And I know people will do those games where they're like, well, let's get another cup and pour it in there. Yeah, it's going to be different every single time because there's different amounts of ice in it. But you can't look at that and look at the cruiser cup right next to it, even though it's more narrow at the bottom and it gets bigger. Does it say on here? Registered trademark. Sometimes on the side, like somebody told me that line right there is the line for ice. I don't know how true that is. It doesn't say on here. We might have to revisit this. And figure out with the other cups. But I'm saying you could pour one into the other and some people go, well, it's only that much difference. Well, guess what? If I give them 30 cents less, it's only that much difference. So if I went up and they said, here's your large, and I said, okay, well, I'm going to pay for the medium. They would say, oh, well, we can't give that to you. Really? Why not? I'm paying for a medium. Yeah, but we're giving you a large. No, you're giving me a medium. It's always been a medium. It's their rules. I get it. I'm still going to buy the drink. I'm still going to bitch about it. I still think they're lying. They're still going to get my money. I'm still a fat, lazy American. Oh, well. Jack. Are you listening, Jack? Jack. Are you whack? Jack. Are you on crack? Jack. I need my soda. Jack. Why are you lying to me? Jack. All the money I've given you, all the sauces I've paid for, all the drinks I've purchased, and this is how you do me? Jack, is this really how you do the girls? Jack. Jack, baby, I've been so good to you. All these years, Jack, I've been so good to you, baby. You leave your mask on. I don't even know what you look like. Even Orville Peck took his mask off for us. You can't even take your mask off. I can't even see what your head looks like. Jack, where's your head at? You want to see me take a break? You want to see me go get a soda? I think I want to see me go get a soda. Today's guest is the definition of a mother because she has always been giving life. It's the legendary Ebony Lane.
Oh my God, daughter.
I'm so happy.
No, daughter.
I'm so
it's
grateful.
No, daughter. It's an honor being here with you. I love you so much and you mean so much to me, daughter.
I know how busy you are. You are as long as I have been an entertainer, even in the very early days, I always knew who Ebony Lane was. Always. And throughout my career, I've always seen you set an example as a business person, as a person who sets style trends for others to follow, as somebody who is an icon in the beauty industry. You've been doing this for your whole life.
And Delta, it means so much to me that you said that to me because I've been going down this path and doing this work, daughter. And just not only in the beauty industry, just trying to make a difference, daughter. You know that.
Mm-hmm.
And I definitely made a difference with you. So
I love that.
I love you.
I love you.
Colors of you look amazing.
I think, well, it's spring. It is Mother's season. You had to be the person to be here. You really had to be the person because you, as I say, we say a mother gives life and inspires in so many ways. And you have children all across the world, daughters all across the world.
Thank you, daughter. Thank you so much.
I love that. How do you stay so fit even though you've given birth and given life to so many?
Raising you guys,
Mm-hmm.
dealing with the stress
Mm-hmm.
of raising you guys,
Yeah.
watching what I eat,
Mm-hmm.
and just loving myself and knowing that my work is not done, daughter. Our work is not done. You know what we're going
Mhm.
through right now?
Right. It's not done. It's
not
just
done.
started.
Thank you.
It's
Thank
just
you.
started.
Thank
And
you.
you bring to life more mothers to spread the word, to spread the happiness, to spread the love. And that's the most exciting thing is people can follow those footsteps.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Are you a mother yet, daughter?
Well, I mean, I think I've tried, but they just won't keep.
Okay.
But I'll keep trying.
Okay. And you keep on clipping.
Keep on clipping bitches.
Ooh, daughter.
Right. Don't you? When did you realize that you were clipping bitches?
I've always been clipping bitches.
Mm-hmm.
When I was raising you and crossing you over, I was clipping bitches.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Do you remember that, daughter?
Yeah. Yeah, we've seen a lot. I mean, I haven't really shared this story. I've never shared this on the podcast, but I share it with other people. When I was first coming up and doing shows, anytime you are coming up and doing shows, you want the opportunity to perform anywhere, do anything. And sometimes you'll do this tip spots here and this and that and the other. But then every once in a while, someone will see you and they'll say, I want to work with that person, and you'll have that first opportunity. The first opportunity I ever had to do a private event was for your birthday, and it was in Beverly Hills. And I came to do the show. I didn't know what to expect because I was like, this is a big deal. So I remember getting there early, and I remember having everything. And they said, somebody brought me through, and they had my suitcase for me. I didn't have to grab it. And they took me to the spot, and they said, this is your dressing area. And there was a dozen roses. And there was my name on the mirror. And there was a gift. And I said, well, this isn't for me. I'm not the birthday person. They said, well, no, you're one of the headliners. And this is where you get ready. And it was the first time I realized that I could have an expectation for something beautiful if I was to be the headliner somewhere. I really mean this. This is something I had never known before until that example was set by you.
Of course.
I didn't know that that's how it worked. And for you, it didn't work any other way.
It wasn't going to work any other way because you guys was helping me to do the work. And why would I not treat you like I treat myself?
Mm-hmm.
You get me? We're here doing something, making a difference. I was like, and let me tell you how I seen you. Back in that time, in that era, and people don't realize that, it was sort of a crossover situation because we stayed down in the, Crenshaw,
Mm-hmm.
that area, and I bought my show up to Beverly Hills. But you was performing with Dreamgirls Review
Mm-hmm.
at The Rage at the time. And I went in there I wanted a girl to perform for me. I wanted something spectacular, And I went in there and I was sitting down and there you came out of there, daughter. Daughter, when I tell you chill went through my feathers, I said, who in the hell is this girl? That body was sickening, those toes, the way you sat, the way you held your head. I told my manager, I have to have her. I have to have her.
Oh, my goodness. And that's how it felt. It was
And
so
thank you
fun.
so much. And this one is the reason why I'm here, because I just had to say that the work, and I love you so much, daughter.
I love you. It was so beautiful. How long have you been in the beauty industry?
I've been in the beauty industry for about 30 years or probably a little longer.
Mm-hmm.
What inspired me I was just sort of into it, Delta. Like I was raised that way by my mother.
Mm-hmm.
My mother was a dancer. And dressing up in her clothing and wearing her things and doing what I do just inspired me to do makeup and get into glam.
You're originally from Panama?
Yes, I'm Panamanian,
Yeah?
yes.
Do you visit at all?
I haven't been back to Panama in quite a while.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, especially now, everything's so different.
Mm-hmm.
Everything.
Everything's so confusing in the world right now.
It is. And that's why we need people to hear the stories and the voices of how people are maneuvering, how they're navigating, how they're just, because so many people say, well, you can do this, but you can't do that. But we do control the narrative of our lives.
Of course.
We do control it.
But Delta, for me, the life is not any different than it always been. I just think that we took off too fast, too quick. And I don't know, you understand what I mean by that?
Mm-hmm.
And we've always been these people and we're not going to change. Doesn't matter. We're always going to live life.
Right.
At the fullest. That's who we are.
Right.
You know what I'm trying to say? We can't let no one dictate to us.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Is that something that you think the kids have to understand
Yes, they have to definitely understand that. But they haven't put in the work, Delta.
Mm-hmm.
You put in the work to sit behind that chair. You look absolutely amazing. They think it's just a pop-up instamatic situation.
Mm-hmm.
And with me opening the door, with you opening the door, they just ran through the door and made a muck of it.
Oh, I see what you're saying. There has to be a clear cut
to the situation, Delta.
Right.
You get what I'm trying to say? You just can't. The door was open, but it wasn't open all the way. For you just decide to just run out there,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And now they're sort of getting the root of the situation, and now they need to put in their work,
Right.
and give what they need to give.
What needs to be given? What do you think they need to be giving that they're not giving?
True love,
Mm-hmm.
honestly loving themselves, honestly believing in who they are.
Mm-hmm. And you go to so many events, you host so many events, you are celebrated at so many events within a community. Again, we talk about the crossover.
Okay.
Tell us more about the crossover idea.
Okay, yes, definitely. For the crossover, for me, it was navigating from one place to another, different venues. Because back in our, we didn't have that. You remember, Delta, you was up there in West Hollywood. I was down in Pico and Crenshaw,
Right.
and being able to get you to come aboard with me, it made such a difference,
Yeah.
And it's always the work. People don't understand there's more to just us than doing the work.
Right.
We have to do the work.
I think too, I'm not sure people really quite get what we're talking about these specific times. We're talking about the rage girls were the rage girls.
Yes.
The study girls were the study girls.
Yes.
The catch girls were the catch girls. And there was never an overlap. There was never a crossover where everyone could be celebrated on a stage and say, we're all contributing equally but differently.
And doing the work.
And having viewpoints.
About the work.
And moving the same about the work. Right. Yeah. That's a conversation not a lot of people really want to have because they either forget about it or it's too uncomfortable for them to have that conversation. And you've never been afraid to have conversations with people.
No, not at all.
Right. Where does that come from?
That's come from me being myself and with me being myself and with me mentoring, Delta. You have to be able to do that because the work never stops in our community, Delta. We're the force. We're the light. People are looking at us at all times.
Right.
And we have to realize what we're doing when we're doing what we're doing and when we're giving what we're giving and when we're clipping these bitches.
On the dead homegirls.
That part right there.
All of them.
All of them.
We use phrases, but I don't think people realize how real these phrases are. When we talk about on the dead homegirls, they really existed. We're talking about real people.
Who died. For the cause.
Who are no longer here, who are friends of ours. Actual friends that we watched leave here during these crossover periods. People that were crossing over. Like so many people. It's really true.
I know. And people think I just say on the dead home because they don't understand what it means. They think they don't get the phrase of it. Why? Why don't they, Delta? Why don't understand what I'm saying?
I think, again, people that really have never been in a position to lose someone who is so integral to the community. We all experience together the loss of Kiwi. That is a dead home girl for real. And I think they think it's just a song lyric or something.
I'm working in the Slauson Swap Me Up because in the heart of the ghetto, Delta, do you know that?
Right. Yeah.
And I'm clapping my hands, walking down the hallways, opening the door for my other daughters to be able to come up in there and shop. I was one of the first trans girls to work in that establishment. It's called the Slauson Super Mall.
Yes.
And I'm in the hallway. You see me all day clapping my hands. Kids are coming in, mothers coming through there, and I'm waking it up and opening through these dark times.
Right. Right. And that's the thing that I don't think people realize is you have been a business owner for so long. Not just there. Many businesses. I can remember a time when I ran into you, and I don't remember who else was with you, but we were all at the La Femme factory.
Yes, because I had my line of cosmetics. I had my products out.
And it worked through them.
Yes.
You worked in conjunction with them. We were going in with a few tip dollars to buy little eyeshadows, and we were like, who is this lady that's in here? I mean, we're talking mass quantity orders.
Yes.
And you would chit-chat with the girls that were in there. You chit-chatted with a few of us before we knew who you were. This was way prior. And everyone thought, we don't even know who this is. Is this a somebody from another country, a business mogul. Yes, it is. Someone from another country, a business mogul in our own community, somebody from our quilt, somebody from our community, somebody that set an example. And it's so important to me that we record these stories, we write down these things, that people listen to your voice, because these are voices that so many people want to erase right now. And it's just not possible. They can do as much as they want, but it's not possible.
It's not going to happen.
No.
They've been trying to erase us, Delta.
It's not going to happen. It can't happen.
It's never going to happen.
Right. And I especially trans people will say, when people say, oh, this is all this new things that are happening. I have not met one trans person who has said, oh, yes, it's new. It's not new. This has been something that's been maneuvered for a long time. It's just other people in the LGBTQ community start to feel it. And they go, oh, this seems so new. And the trans part of our umbrella says, where were you? Were you crossing over? Were you leading? Where were you? Were you waking it up? They weren't.
No, they just wanted to ride in a bus without paying for free.
Mm-hmm.
They don't understand what they're supposed to be doing. They still haven't gotten it yet, daughter. They haven't gotten it yet, because for me, they haven't had a mother persona in their life, a mother image.
Right.
Because as a mother, you know these things have happened before, and it's going to continue to happen. But who are you putting forward?
Right.
Look at you, daughter. I put you forward. Look, you have me sitting here talking about it.
Yeah.
Isn't that amazing, daughter?
It is amazing. It's amazing that we can be resilient because we have support. But people don't think that this. I think an important part of this community that people don't understand is, just because someone doesn't look exactly like you doesn't mean that you cannot be family and you cannot be supported or lifted up, and then do the work of helping to lift one another and then lifting others, right?
Of course, daughter.
I think people think that the only people affected are people who look exactly like them.
And that's not true.
It's not true.
It's not true, daughter.
It's not true.
We're all affected.
Right.
Every color, everyone underneath the umbrella is affected. And this is the reason why, as we see them, we have to sort of say, do you know what's going on around here? Do you know what you're doing when you're stepping out your house?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know that you're representing a global?
Yeah, that's true. And when you talk about the swap meet, I think people, if they haven't seen, I don't know where they've been, but you'll walk through the shopping center where your business is, and you'll welcome people. And maybe some people aren't aware of what's happening, but you are the brand. You are the show. You are the personality, and you are the person who brings them love. And you ask them, am I giving? Are you giving? And they love it. People love it. It may take them off guard because they don't know who's talking, but they wake up immediately. They're excited by it. Does anyone ever get too startled?
No, not at all. They be so surprised, like the energy, like, in these dark times, they can't believe that I'm out there sending out that love and positivity.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And then a lot of people in the community know me. I've crossed over so many lives, I know the mom, I knew the grandmother, I knew now the baby, now the child now.
Mm-hmm.
So they expect that, they expect that out of me to do that for them.
I love that. I love the way that feels. I love watching the videos. And I've even, when I've mentioned your name, maybe to younger kids that don't know, like I'll reference a video and they'll say, even when all they hear is Ebony Lane, they immediately go, is that the lady that claps? So they're brand new. Maybe they've never been around anyone in our community, but they know what I'm talking about. They know who that is. And that's where they have to start, is they hear it, they see the power, and they realize, I could be part of this community.
Of course.
I have representation.
Of course. And the clapping for me is just to wake them up.
Right.
Just to wake everyone up. And don't be so startled and don't be so caught up in what's going on in the world, because this is going to always happen. It's always going to, daughter, I love you. It's always going to happen, daughter. Daughter, are you giving?
I'm giving. Are you giving?
No, daughter, are you giving?
I'm giving you a break.
Thank you.
We are back with Ebony Lane. Now, I have a question for you that is about giving.
Okay.
What's giving? And I'm going to say the past, the present, and the future. So these are questions like, is blue eyeshadow giving? Did it already give, or will it give in the future?
Blue eyeshadow. It's sort of giving. It's giving.
In certain instances.
In certain instances, but a little touch of it somewhere, because sometimes blue could go a little dark on you, you know, on the eyes. But it's sort of giving a little.
Yeah. And as somebody who has worked with and done every kind of cosmetic, do you have a favorite eyeshadow color for yourself?
I love, actually, my favorite color, like nudes and browns. I love the earth colors on my skin now, you know?
Yeah.
Because I'm a little mature woman, I need more softer in-depth colors on the eyes, like very soft in the corners, not too heavy on the cosmetics. It's very soft, a very dewy face.
A dewy face. I like that. What about hoop earrings? Are they still giving, or?
The hoop earring, it could give at certain time, but then it's very passé. You know what I mean? Nothing like a nice stud.
Right.
Very,
Classic.
very classic, very soft. You know, because because you're a hoop, your hair needs to be up away from the face, so the earring alone could do it. You really can't have a big collar like this, because then it clashes on the collar.
And it sits on it.
Yes.
It looks like your neck is too small.
It's not giving what it's supposed to give.
Right. What about highlight? Wearing highlight on your face, like a shimmer highlight. Is that giving?
Just giving, yes. In the right area.
Okay.
You know, a little bit down the nose, a little bit softly. Like yours, daughter. You see how soft you're around your eye? I've always loved the way you do your makeup.
Thank you.
You know, I've always loved the way you did your makeup, daughter. It's always so kind.
I love
You know what I mean?
that.
I mean, it's your drag. If it's good, if it's fine that I say that.
Yeah.
It's always so cunt for me.
I
That's why
love.
I've always loved you, daughter.
It gives cunt?
It's very cunt. Very, can I say, very white, rich woman.
Oh,
You know, can I,
like
say
it.
that? Can I say that on your podcast? Very rich white woman.
I love
I know, that's why I've always loved you, daughter. I hope it's okay for me to say
I
that.
love that.
Excuse me, you guys, I hope it's okay. Very, you know, my daughter's very white cunt.
White cunt.
Clipping the bitches. Excuse me, podcast.
White cunt.
I love that. That's what I always loved about you.
I love that.
I love that about you, daughter. I've always did.
What about a big purse? Is that giving, or?
It already gave.
It already
It already
gave.
gave. Because it's just too much running around, you know, daughter. You got to tote this big old bag with you. Just like a little soft something, you know? Just sit on the app, you know?
Right.
Talking to the man, talking to whatever. Your little purse, you just, you know, very soft. Purse you got to run around with. This is a big purse.
Yeah.
Wants to do that, daughter. It's not very feminine. It's not cunty.
Right.
Not cunt for me.
It's not cunt.
It's not cunt.
What about a clutch purse? Like a.
I love that. Sickening.
Mm-hmm.
Very sickening, very soft, with the right outfit, the right place.
Right.
Clutch could work.
What about, you have a million pairs of shoes? I mean, you will do a mule, but you'll do a mule like no one else. The heel is like this. It drops all the way down, and you just pitter patter around like it's second nature to you. Have you always been so nimble when it comes to walking in heels?
I can't, Delta, I never wear, I don't even own a pair of tennis shoes.
You don't?
No, I don't. I don't wear tennis shoes. Daughter, not at all. If I do, I feel dizzy and woozy. I'm always in a heel. When I'm doing my makeup, I have a heel on.
Really?
I'm standing up doing my makeup. I don't sit.
Uh-huh.
So I'm standing, bending over, doing my makeup, you know? With my heels on. I always wear heels. I have to wear heels.
You do. You do.
It's just so cunty, so feminine. The whole idea is being feminine and cunt. Daughter, why would we do this? We're not going to be cunt.
Cunt.
Look how cunty you are.
Well, until
Look
I
at your
stand.
hands, daughter. Look at you. Look at you, daughter. Look at you.
Look at
Have you took a hormone, any hormones at all, daughter?
Not today.
Oh, but you do.
Well, I mean, we can't tell everyone all of our secrets.
Okay, because you are so breathtaking, daughter.
Thank you. You think I'm partaking?
Yes, you just,
Oh.
I mean, it's just,
It's just the edge. Something just softened the edges out.
well, there's no edges, daughter. You haven't changed not one bit.
I love
I was
that.
waiting to walk in here and see you.
I love that.
I mean, and your waist and just everything about you, daughter.
I love it. Partaking.
Just giving
Giving.
it all. Your makeup, just, what fragrance are you wearing today, daughter?
Today I'm wearing Pomegranate Noir by Joe Malone.
Sickening.
Yeah, I like a heavy fragrance.
You do?
I do.
Mhm.
But I think I have room for all fragrances.
Mhm.
You know, there's a time and place.
Mhm.
What about you? Do you
I
have...
wear Marc Jacobs.
Oh, yes.
I love Marc Jacobs.
Uh-huh.
It's soothing, a little soft, but just with a little ting.
Where do you like to spray your perfume?
Between my legs, always
Mhm.
just a little bit behind my ear.
Uh-huh. So when you lean in,
Mhm.
it's the invitation.
Yes, it is.
Mhm.
Yes, it is.
I don't think people realize that. They try to spray it all over their clothes.
No, it doesn't work that way, daughter.
No, how does it work?
It just a very little. When you get between the legs, just a little behind the ear area, and that's it. You
Mhm.
spray all over. It's going on in the air, daughter. It's not clipping.
Right. It's not at all.
It's not clipping anything.
And
It's just
then-
clipping the air.
And then if you have clothing with embellishments on it, it's just going to
It's
ruin
just,
the
it's
embellishment.
just clipping the air, daughter. It's not giving what it's supposed to give.
Right. What about a fanny pack? Is a fanny pack giving or did it already give?
Fanny pack is giving now.
It's giving now.
Yes.
Do you wear one ever?
I definitely have one. Yes, I do, and I love it.
Do you ever, obviously you work in a place where there's clothing, makeup, hair, cell phones, jewelry, everything. Do you ever just go shopping outside of there for fun, to a mall, to any other complex? Do you have a favorite store?
No, I keep it all in-house.
All in-house?
Because I need everyone to come to the swap meet and support. So I shop in the swap meet to attract my daughters to come over and get their things from the swap meet.
And that's doing the work. That's being proud of your brand and
Yes.
the people that support you.
Of course,
It really is,
of
because
course.
you are in that complex where
Mhm.
there are other people doing what you do, which
Of
is
course.
making a living.
100% correct,
Making a
daughter.
living.
Yes.
Yes. What could people buy if they came to your store? Can they get makeup? Can they get...
When they come in, actually, my area is strictly cosmetics.
Uh-huh.
So I strictly sell makeup and do makeup there.
Right.
But all around me, there's everything that you need. It's like a one-stop shop. People come in there, I'll be sitting down. Mother, I need to get ready for this. And I run out, I get them ready.
Yeah.
You must come by and see me one day.
Yeah.
Daughter, you will love it. Daughter, you have a good time with me there.
Do you have a signature hair color? Because you wear hats. You sometimes change up your
Every
hair.
color.
Every color.
I wear every color now.
Uh-huh.
Anything to just wake me up. Give
Yeah.
me a breath of fresh air. I wear all color. I do blonde. I do red. I do ginger.
Mm-hmm.
Ginger is one of my favorite colors.
Yeah. Same.
I love the
that.
ginger hair. Just definitely brings me out.
It's like the color is spicy.
Mhm.
It's something about it feels good,
Have I
right?
changed any, daughter? Do I still look like your mother?
You just improve as you keep going.
For real, daughter?
Don't you think?
No, but asking you, daughter. You haven't seen me.
I know. I don't even have to think. I know.
Daughter, what do you, daughter, what do you think? 'Cause daughter, you haven't seen me so long. What do you think? Am I giving, daughter?
Clipping.
Daughter, you're 65, look this good, daughter.
How is that possible? You weren't supposed to tell anyone.
I know, but daughter, what do you
We
think?
just heard.
You got it out of me.
We just
Daughter-
heard. Do you know that no one's going to believe that? And the reason that I
Daughter-
know that it's true is because I was at the birthday party.
Daughter.
But what a wonderful thing. Do you know how many people would never see that because they have no...
And daughter, you know I've seen so many things
Yeah.
in my lifetime. You know,
Yeah.
we have lost so many people
Yeah.
in our lifetime, daughter.
Mm-hmm.
So many dead home girls, daughter.
Yeah. And this is really the season that we're going into. This summertime season, people talk about pride season. Pride season's for us all the time.
Mhm.
But when we look at the calendar dates, as we look from May into June into July, everyone wants to go out and run around and celebrate and laugh and smile and have a good time and eat hot dogs and eat ass and do all of it. But they don't know why. They don't know why they're doing it, because there are still people struggling. Right. And
Of
you
course.
always know that.
Of
You always
course.
know that. You always have an ear open and a hand out for
Mhm.
other people to help them up. I think that's something that's important, that yourself and so many other people that literally are the dead homegirls would instill in other people, which was not everybody wants a handout. They want a hand up. They just want help up. Lift me.
Yes.
Lift me.
Yes.
You know?
Because,
And that's something you do.
yeah, because, daughter, coming into our world, we come with so much extra baggage, before you come out that door and come out the closet.
Mhm.
You know what I'm trying to say? So when you come into our life and in our world, and you need people there, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
To be able to lift you and mentor you properly. I'm not saying there's a lot of proper mentors out there, but you need the right guidance.
Right.
Even in these
Absolutely.
times right now.
How can the kids find that, do you think? How, if they're online, do you want them to find each other? Do you want them to find a group? What can they do?
A group would be good to
Mhm.
find someone in a group, but being careful online because, online is to sometimes navigate down a bad road.
Right.
So you have to be just definitely careful with that. But the support is so important.
Mm-hmm.
But in community now, there's a lots of support. Because
Yeah.
back, we didn't have that, But now
We didn't.
Mhm.
We didn't.
When did you come out, Delta? How did you come out to your mom? How did your mom find out about you?
Well, I think she always knew.
She knew like moms, of course.
Yeah, they always knew.
Mhm.
But I think it was in high school for
Okay.
sure. It was definitely in high school. But then it's difficult maneuvering into then the community. Like we said, it was difficult for us because if I'm saying even in the 90s, there wasn't a cell phone. I mean, rich people had a cell phone,
Mhm.
but it was so new.
Mhm.
So you would go to wherever you heard there were gay people. I hear there's gay people there. Let's go there. Whether it's like West Hollywood or it's the Catch or whatever club it was.
Mhm.
Now people have a cell phone. You can just Google something, look for something like where's my community. So that's why I think it's important for people to realize that like the resources are there. They're at their fingertips. But like Ebony said, you have to be careful because you don't know. You can't just trust anything.
No,
or
you
anyone.
cannot. Not anymore.
But we, coming up, we had to grow eyes on the back of our head and on the
Mhm.
side of our head and
Mhm.
on our ass and on our
Mhm.
feet.
Mhm.
So that, because you never knew who was coming for what direction,
Mhm.
that's why I know for sure when people watch you and you're clapping through the swap meet and you're asking people, are you giving? I know why you're not afraid because you've had to spend your whole life being prepared for anything from anyone in any direction. Why would you be scared now? You've been clipping, you've been giving, but you've also had to be aware and afraid, right?
Of course.
It's a thing. It's real.
It's a real thing for me, daughter. But the situation is I can't be scared. Even though sometimes I get a little, but I say, Ebony, you have to keep going.
Mhm.
You have to do this. Because once again, they ran out of the gate too quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand what I mean, daughter?
Yeah.
They ran out of the gate too quickly.
Can we come back from the gate, or do you think we're now in a place where we have to try to fix it? Like, what can we do?
We have to sort of fix it carefully,
Mm-hmm.
softly.
Mm-hmm. Do you think just because everybody wanted everything at one time and they wanted to change everything immediately?
Yes, they wanted everything at one time. Everybody wanted to be seen when it was not supposed to be seen. And that's wrong. Everybody's supposed to be seen. Don't get me wrong, daughter. I'm not saying that.
Right.
But it's a time and place. And it's a gate and there's a start and there's a race going on.
Because who we're dealing with are people that can barely understand what's happening. So if you give them too much to digest, they just throw it up.
And I'm not saying to just shut the lights off completely in
Right.
Georgia. What I'm saying, you have to minute the light a little. But daughter, your sisters and brothers just took out of there on that racetrack so quickly.
Mm-hmm.
You see what's going on right now, daughter?
Yeah, that makes sense. It does make sense.
Daughter, think about what mother's saying to you, please.
Yeah.
Think about what a 65-year-old woman is saying to you, and I will not ask you your age. What I'm saying to you, speaking very articulate and very carefully. Just deeply think about it. Can I just say, let's think about the bathroom issue.
Mm-hmm.
And would you actually say that and different reasons why mother is saying what she's saying to you?
Right.
Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Right.
I could see going in the bathroom.
Well, I'm going to the bathroom right now as we're talking.
I get that, but do you understand what mother's saying?
Yeah.
You're so cunt.
Cunt.
So fish.
In the bathroom.
You're so giving, daughter.
Wake it up.
You're waking it up, daughter.
What are you going to eat for lunch today?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing at all.
Not even a water, an iced tea?
Just drink some water and talk to you because you're so amazing.
But what about for dinner?
Nothing. I ate you. You're just a breath of fresh fruit. I'm just like I wanted to have someone to talk to. Have this conversation with,
Yeah.
in the way that I'm talking. So I will not be offending anyone.
Cunt.
Cunt, yeah. Do you think your viewers understand what we're doing here? Do they understand what we're talking about?
Yeah, they do.
Do they really, daughter?
I think they do. I think they do. I think what they're hearing from is a business person, a trans person, somebody who has love, someone who has experience, someone who has been there before, has done that before, somebody who can smell bullshit a mile away, and you can tell what color the cow is that's shitting the bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
It's just real.
Of
and
course.
I think these are conversations that people have to have, they have to listen to, and they also have to know that with all of the love that you have, you're also just a simple girl who likes simple, pretty things, use simple little makeup, simple, sweet perfume here, and down here.
Of course.
What about here? Would you ever put perfume here?
I do it with oils.
Oils.
With the oil, I will rub the oil there.
Do you put how do you put your lotion on?
I just soften the fingers throughout each one of my fingers. Just rub it on there nice. Get a little bit behind there. Sometimes put a little lotion in my hair. Just,
How often do you get your nails done?
I get my nails done every 2 weeks.
Oh, it's such a professional thing. It's such a lady thing
every
to
2
have your
weeks.
nails done every 2 weeks. You have to understand that's when the fill happens. Every 2 weeks.
Every 2 weeks.
I love that. Do you have a color that you go to for
I
nails?
do the white. I do
Always.
always white. Just a clear white.
Yeah.
Very
What does the white nail say to people? Power?
The white say very clean. Everything is clean. Everything is cunt.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's very
Toes
demure.
as well.
Toes as well.
Uh-huh.
Toes as well, daughter.
Are you ticklish when you're getting a pedicure and they start to scrub or do things
No,
like that?
not at all. It's so
No.
relaxing for me because I need that moment, that unwind moment.
Do you go to the same place?
I go to right in the swap meet.
Oh, right
Slauson
there.
Super Mall. I do everything in the Slauson Super Mall.
Right.
I get up in the morning, I shower at home, I go straight to work, I open up, and I complete. That's my closet.
I love it. You just get ready.
I get ready there. Whatever I need. There's nothing that's not there for me. Just everything in my panties.
Wow.
Right. Anything that I need is right there.
Wow. Let me ask you this too. Sometimes we, people say at this show, we don't really talk about huge topics. We fry the small fish,
Okay.
meaning little things that are on our nerves.
Okay.
That's obviously your camera. Is there anything that's happening, just maybe a small behavior, or is it anything that's just getting on your nerves?
Can I be honest, daughter?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't have any of those episodes
I
where
love
nothing
that.
gets on my nerves.
I love
I don't
that.
allow that in my life, daughter.
See, this is the maturity level I'm talking about. Everything gets on my nerves, but not her.
No.
I love it.
Nothing gets on my nerves, daughter.
I love that. How do you maintain that?
Because I'm doing the work, daughter.
You're doing
So
the
it
work.
cannot get on my nerves. So get on my nerves, and the work is not being done. Because
Right.
I'm so, I'm trying to say, so nothing really bothers me, daughter. Nothing at all. I've been called faggot, punk, sissy, homosexual.
Right.
And I just keep on, who are they talking to?
Which one of those is your favorite?
Sissy.
I would say that too.
I love being a sissy.
I don't mind
I've
someone
always
calling
been
me
a
that.
sissy.
I don't mind someone. That sounds so feminine. and
Yeah, so nothing,
light.
daughter, nothing never really bothered me.
Mhm.
Nothing never really got on my nerves or really bothered me.
Yeah.
Because in my mind, I was here to do the work
And clip.
and clap.
Let's take a break.
Thank you.
I love that.
Daughter, I have a gift for you.
You do?
Of course. I'm look at me. I should let you open it, daughter.
Is this your new? Oh,
Yes, that's
my
for
God.
you, daughter.
This is your new merch.
Yes. Are you giving,
Are you
daughter?
giving what was supposed to be
Giving, daughter.
This is gorgeous. Look at that.
Gorgeous, daughter.
Where can people find this?
In my bio, on my link on my page, daughter.
Link in bio.
Yeah, www.missebonylane.com.
Honey, look at her.
She's
The
giving.
artwork is very accurate. The artwork
you.
is extremely accurate.
Thank you.
That's beautiful. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Now, this is the part of the show that we call Read Me Delta. Some people send in letters and they have questions. They need advice. They need mentoring. or sometimes they just need to be read for filth. It just depends. If you do have a question or a letter that you want to write, you can send it to readmedelta@gmail.com. We will filter them through, and then hopefully we can answer one of their questions.
Read me, Delta!
Dear Delta and Ebony,
Wow.
I'd like to know your opinion on drag performers who will be featured on a themed show, but they don't know the words. Am I crazy to think it's absurd to pay $45 door cover for Taylor Swift themed drag show where the performers don't know the words to even most of the famous radio songs? I am someone who tips any chance I get because I've worked for tips and I understand. I've also been a stripper, so the singles are a sacred sisterhood between nightlife hoochies. But if I'm paying $45 at the door, another $100 for brunch and drinks, and spending $150 for tips to the girls, am I insane to expect them to know the words? I love your show, and every opinion you have is great and correct. Love, Sadie. Should we expect the people in the show to know the words?
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Right.
I'm sure they're getting paid. There's a $40 cover charge to come into this establishment. You're tipping, you should know the words.
Right.
What do you think about that, daughter? You perform a lot.
I think you have to. Now, I will tell you, recently I did a show and it was a big theater space. And I had never done this number at this place before, but I've done it a million times. And I felt cunt. I felt, I had stones. I was done. And when I got to the where I was and I got to the stage and the song started, the music went that way, but it didn't come this way. So I couldn't tell when the song started. So then I could just hear an echo here and there. And I found myself going like this, trying to hide through it because we couldn't hear the music. So then I thought, oh gosh, I wonder if anyone saw that. But then I found out that the lighting wasn't great. And so they couldn't see your face at all. So nobody knew if I didn't know it. But that's the thing. If you're known for doing a lip sync performance, you have to know the words.
But daughter.
You have to know the words.
You're so professional. Even if you didn't even know the words, you are going to clip it trying. Well. No, you did.
Okay.
Daughter, you're my daughter. You gave them.
If somebody gave you $1 million to perform a lip sync song, what lip sync song would you perform?
I want to dance with somebody.
That's a good one. I think a lot of people also think if they dance a lot, they don't have to know the words.
You have to sort of know. It goes together hand in hand.
It does. It does.
Hand in hand.
Yeah.
And you have the big hair, you just shuck it over your face. You know, this is what we do.
You have to be able to model through it. You know, that's something that you also, because of working in the beauty industry for so long, you know enough about modeling, what the angle is for a photo, how something should be edited just enough. Because some people say, oh, I don't like editing photos. I like editing them. I want them to be, it's just that final step.
You have to do that.
It's that final step.
To be marketed.
Right.
To keep it current, you have to do that, daughter.
Oh, that's what you just said. That's another thing. Marketing.
Very important that you market yourself.
I know. I also don't think people realize that when you do mentor and mother so many people, it is like an unspoken foundation. It's like the Ebony Lane Foundation. And there are other mothers who have this and other fathers who do this. And people don't realize that without having a brick and mortar place that says the Ebony Lane Foundation outside, the experience is that. It's a collective.
It's there. And it's the funny thing about it, people say, well, how do you get them? My kids, they choose me. They come to me. You know what I mean? And they're ready for the Ebony Lane experience. It's not a very easy school to go to.
Right.
But when you leave there, you definitely know how to do the work. And you know what you're there for.
Right.
And the reason that you're there. And the work that you're doing. And it doesn't get all over the place.
Right. Dear Delta and gorgeous, stunning, beautiful guest, I'm writing to you from the dance floor at a club. I have been dancing my ass off for the last 2 hours. My titties are sweaty and my juices are flowing. Anyway, I just shook my ass on some Hispanic hottie to Megan Thee Stallion, and it was hot. While I was throwing ass, some middle-aged white woman came on the dance floor and did the sprinkler, and I couldn't stop laughing. It made me think about the evolution of dancing and dance moves in the club. Now, this brings me to my question. Do you have any favorite dance moves from your early clubbing days or dance moves that make you laugh? Love you. Sincerely, Maggie from Santa Ana. She wants to know, do you remember any moves that you like to do or some that you think are funny that people do?
I like to twerk.
You like to twerk?
Yeah. You like to twerk?
I don't think I'm so great at it, but I think I know you are because your ass has recoil to it. So it moves. It stops and comes back. It stops and comes back. It stops.
A little
you know what
jerky.
I mean?
Of course, a little jerky situation.
Right. Are you wearing a twerking outfit now or no?
Well, I can't. I'm naked, daughter.
You are?
Mother is so naked right now.
How would you twerk in this?
Daughter, I don't.
You can do it. You can do it.
What
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
People want to learn how to do it. They want to be cunt.
They want to be cunt and
They
soft
want to cunt
and
twerk.
pop that.
Yes.
Daughter.
You know what we've seen? I know we've seen is in some of the clubs on Santa Monica where the people go and they feel themselves and they do the girls come out, the girls that are new to being the girls.
Okay.
And they move side to side. They go step, touch, step, touch, step, touch. That's the dance. The little shuffle. That's what they do. And I think it's funny to watch. They're having a good time, but I look at it and I'm like, oh no, we call that the little shuffle.
You have to wake it up.
You have to wake it up. You have to move.
You have to move that
a little
body.
bit.
You gotta twerk that body. Make
Right.
that body twerk.
Right. Do you dance through the swap meet?
Oh, Delta, you see it every day.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pumping through there. I'm dancing. I'm clapping. I'm
Giving.
giving.
What else can you give? I mean, you've given it all.
No, just a lot more to give. Daughter.
Really?
The work is never done.
Mm-hmm.
Look at you out here giving right now.
Well, we're giving a set.
A 5, 6, 7, 8 set.
Right. Right.
It's the work is never going to done. We pass the baton on.
Who are you passing the baton on to? Just many daughters,
Just many daughters and
many sons.
sons and daughters.
Uh-huh.
We just pass it on.
Can you ever just give a 1-2 set? Like, is there a day where it's just kind of simple? It's a quiet day. You're just barely pushing through.
No, I never had none of those days.
I
Delta.
love that. It's
Because we
always a
can't.
5, 6, 7, 8 set.
It's always a 5, 6, 7, 8. Delta. It's always, for me, it's always the work.
Uh-huh.
I just never stop doing the work. Can you believe that, Delta? My down period time is when I close my eyes and lay down. But even then, when I'm sleeping, I'm thinking about it.
Mm-hmm.
What is your sign, Delta?
Aquarius.
Oh, I'm a Libra.
Okay.
What do you know about Libras?
Leaders, as far as I know.
Thank you.
And very balanced, very, the idea is like a justice.
Okay.
A fairness, an equality, an understanding of both sides of something. And I think that's true about you. It
You
is
think
true.
that's your mother? Do you see that?
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you.
And that's the thing with these conversations that we're having today. I feel like there is an understanding. You hold this space for new viewpoints.
Of course.
But your viewpoint has to be respected as well. And it
Thank
is
you.
at the table.
Thank
It
you.
has to be at the table.
Thank
We
you.
can't just say, erase everybody else's opinion. The new opinion is the only opinion that matters.
That's not fair.
It's not fair. It's not, that's definitely not Libra
No.
at all.
No, it's a situation where we have to make it all work
Yeah.
for us.
Thank you for being here.
No, thank you
This
for
is so
having
fun.
me.
Just glamorous, fun talk.
I love it.
I love it too. I actually did not know how much time you spend in the swap meet, how much you encourage all the other businesses in that same space to keep the money in the same space. A lot of people say they're about that,
No,
but they're not
I'm
really about that.
I'm about that.
Yeah.
I'm about that because I need the space for my daughters to be able to come in and shop,
Mhm.
probably look the way they're supposed to look. For my sons to come in there, get their hair cut, get them ready
Right.
to deal with the world.
Mm-hmm.
And I need to be there to do that. So I need that place opened up. And especially
Yeah.
at the Slauson Super Mall on Slauson and Western, which
Yeah.
that is called the heart of the ghetto. Can you believe a trans woman in there?
Yeah. Amazing.
And to still be here doing the work.
Yeah. And this is what my hope is, that people hear these things. They know how many legends have different stories to share and are just like, you're just existing. You are just doing this work over and over.
Mhm.
This is not something that you are begging for attention for.
No.
I came to you.
Mhm.
I wanted you to be here so bad and you just jumped to it. And I know that there are other opportunities out there for you, but you are very selective about what you do and what you don't do. And it means the world to me that you would come here because you are, in fact, someone who gives life to so many people. You are mother.
But daughter, I send you out in the world to do the work. Why wouldn't I come while you're doing the work?
Right.
when you're my daughter.
Thank you.
And a lot of people didn't know that. People were going to be so surprising.
Right.
Like, how in the hell is Ebony Lane sitting on Delta Podcast? Because that's my fucking daughter. And she's out here clipping these bitches.
Today on Very Delta, we learned that whether you are crossing over or clipping bitches, you always have to put in the work. We'll see you next week, and until then, keep things very Delta.
Clipping these bitches.
Very Delta is produced by Moguls of Media, aka Mom. Hosted by Delta Work. Produced and edited by Doug Robertson. Technical direction by Danielle Mitchell. With original theme music by Will Pitts. Media and design support by Stone Cold. And set design by Eris Sevilla. Executive produced by Alaska, Willem, Big Dipper, Camille Stennis, and Joe Cilio. Recorded at Forever Dog Productions. Pink pussy boots, patent leather, size 6 narrow, tiny feet, tiny shoes for a tiny, tiny, powerful woman.
Mom!
Watch Very Delta uncensored, ad-free, and a day early by subscribing to Mom Plus Gold. Sign up today at mompodcast.plus for premium content, including weekly episodes of more Very Delta.